I'm listening.
But before I proceed, as I've done throughout the cross-examination to relevant witnesses in the case against my client, accused number 4, I'll repeat it to you. He says he knows you very well, as you have said.
Yeah. Yes.
He will tell this court when his turn comes.
But
But he did not know accused number 2. He first met accused number 2 on the 27th of October, 2020 at Boxbeck Magistrates Court.
Yeah. Yes.
As at the 26th of October 2014, he knew accused number 3 very well. Mr. Ngube was his best friend.
Yeah. Yes.
He knew accused number 5. Accused number 5 was his acquaintance.
Futhi
Accused number 5 was his acquaintance.
kade emazi umsola wesihlanu.
Why must?
Wayimazi. Yeah. Yes.
Advocate Nxumalo Uzwide Galanga, what is an absolute gentleman? Because wow, I can tell you he's been quite stressed with this interpreter, and now he's just so shocked. He's just so shocked at the interpretation that acquaintance is he knew him, and he just shakes his head and smiles. Nobody else is standing up to confront this situation that is happening. And listen, for me, it is stressing me out, okay? But I just want to digress a little bit. I want to say thank you to everybody in our previous video. I asked the question, where were you on the 26th of October 2014? Thank you for sharing all the stories that you're sharing. The point of me asking that question was to prove that what Muzi said is not a bad thing, because some of us, we don't even remember, myself included. And then somebody said, I don't remember where I was when SENZO MEYIWA passed away. I definitely don't even remember where I was when Nelson Mandela passed away. And I said, oh, hold the line, hold my cup. I know exactly where I was when the news broke out for Nelson Mandela. I remember it so clearly. And for me, it's like, oh, this is what's happening with the mind. When it's a significant incident, it's going to be ingrained in your mind. So when, I'm going to give you a quick story time. When Nelson Mandela passed away, I was at Sandton City. One of the things I remember is seeing Oprah's boyfriend. And I remember seeing him because I pay attention to my environment, my surroundings. And I remember seeing a lot of security around. And I didn't understand why there was so much security around. And then I saw him, but nobody else could identify him. And the security was trying to be incognito. It was about 4 men in suits, but I could tell there was security. Anyway, so he walks into the store that I was also in, and I saw him and I walked up to him and I said, hello, I'm so sorry, I don't know your name, but where is Oprah? He was taken aback. He was shocked because I think he had spent the whole day and nobody stopping him. And then I called him out and he's like, oh, she's in her hotel room. I was like, oh man, I wish I could have seen Oprah. It would have been such a moment. So as much as it was the passing of Nelson Mandela, I remember specifically that because he was there. And then at the Nelson Mandela Square, I remember there were flowers and flowers, like so many flowers there. Like I think the whole courtyard was full of flowers. And then this is the memory that makes me remember everything. We were in the car driving, and then those blue light, I really want to say so much. I will never forget how they tormented me. And I remember this specifically because they literally ran us off the road. They never gave anybody breathing time. We just all had to just get off the road. We just all had, and I will never forget it because it was also raining. But see, all the detail I told you about the rain, I told you about the blue lights, I told you about meeting Oprah's boyfriend, I told you about the store that we were in, I told you about the security detail all around him, and I don't know where I got the courage to still walk up to him even with all that security around him, and they were trying to act like they were just shocked. Sir, I can see all 4 of you. There's no way 5 men in suits are walking together like this. No way. But anyway, I just wanted to share that memory. So, if you remember, let's continue this exercise. If you remember, where were you when the news of SENZO MEYIWA's passing broke? the reason I keep putting this point across and asking you guys, thank you to everybody who shared, is because I want us to have grace when the accused are not able to answer questions, especially on that day where exactly they were, because even we can't answer that question. But let's continue listening on over there.
On the 26th of October, that is on the morning of the 26th of October, 2014, he cannot remember whether it was accused number 3 who came to him where he was staying, or it was him, that is accused number 4, who went to accused number 3 where he was staying. On the 26th of October, that is on the morning of the 26th of October, he cannot remember if it was him who went to accused number 3 or it was vice versa, that it was accused 3 who went to see accused 4 where he was staying.
Yeah. Yes.
He says that at the time he was staying in the corner of Sinclair and Julie Street in Malvern, or Malvern, Johannesburg.
Athi ngesikhathi esodwa ehlala ke kukhona lo mgwaqo lase eSinhle futhi nase Judith lapha eGoli. Yeah. Yes.
After the meeting, that is their meeting, they then traveled in a white minibus combi, which belonged to Mzansi Unfiltered.
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. Mzansi Unfiltered was the driver of this combi.
Yeah. Yes.
The occupants of this combi was accused number 3, Mr. Mncube, accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa,
Umsola wesine kumnumzana uMaphisa.
Mabhungu Ntuli,
Pardon?
Mabhungu Ntuli,
Nomagungu Ntuli.
Mabhungu Ntuli,
Mabhungu Ntuli.
Cela impilo ndawonde,
Nocela impilo ndawonye.
Sphiva Ntuli,
Siphipa Ntuli. Sphifa Ntuli.
Linda Dlamini,
Ulinda Dlamini.
and Sky Ojian.
Nosky Ujiane. Yeah. Yes.
Any comment?
Bathi khona yini into ongafisa
If you do have,
bathi unako yini ongathanda ongafisa ukuthi ukhulume noma awunako?
Akunakho ngoba ngangingenako nge-26 October 2014.
I don't have a comment simply because of I was never with them. No, I was not with them on the 26th of October during the year 2014.
then the combi traveled to Katlehong at Sprite Mazibuko Hostel.
Yeah.
Yes.
A photo was taken there on the 26th of October 2014
Yeah.
Yes.
11 hours 52 minutes, and that photo is depicted on Exhibit S, which is photo
Actually-
number 9 of Exhibit S.
Isikhathi kwathatha isithombe ngaso kade ku 11 a 52 minutes. Futhi sikhona isithombe sakhona ngaphakathi kwalimi bukiso ka Exhibit S.
Yeah.
Photo
Do
number?
you see, do you have Exhibit S in front of you? Photo number 9.
Bathi una yini Exhibit S phambi kwakho?
Yeah.
Isithombe sis9.
So you're saying who are on that photo number 9?
Accused number 3 and 4.
Bathi?
3 and 4.
Yes. Photo number 9. This one.
Yes, I'm there, I'm there, my lord.
So just to emphasize that that photo was not taken at Phosphorus Basotho Hostel, but it was taken at Katlehong Mazibuko Hostel. The photo,
Yeah.
as I've indicated to you, it was taken on the 26th of October 2014 at 11 hours 52 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
From there, this entourage left this hostel, Mazibuko Hostel, and traveled to visit Nxumalo'S Crossexam at Lesedi in Phosphorus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
A photo was taken there.
Bathi khona isithombe sathathwa.
It is at page 47 of Exhibit S. It was taken on the 26th of October 2014 at 1500 hours, 30 minutes, 31 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
and I've been instructed by accused number 4, Mr. Mapisa, to place it on record under cross-examination that this Lesedi in phosphorus is not at or near the scene of the murder. I'm instructed by Mr. Mapisa to place it on record that this Lesedi, the place depicted at page 47 of Exhibit S, it is not at or near the scene of the murder where the deceased was killed.
So don't forget that lawyers are creatures of instructions, as Umnisi has consistently told us throughout the trial. And you see here where Nxumalo turns back to look at accused number 4 and says, there, okay, I've said it, I put it on the record, are you happy now? But basically, in case you're wondering why I haven't said much, it's because I wanted you to hear the version of accused number 4 throughout, and hear as well that he is accounting his version of events and where he was. But fortunately, him and accused number 3 are best friends, okay? And there's two photos that can prove, one, that they were together that day, although the state is using that to their disadvantage, but to them, then they therefore secure an alibi of where they were. And not just the two of them, there's additional characters, uMabongo Ntuli, uCelimpilo Ndwandwe, uSphiva Ntuli, Linda Dlamini, and Skayo Giani. All these guys, what Nxumalo is literally saying, we also have witnesses that can place them away from the scene, okay? But Baloyi is saying the 205s are placing them at the scene, and then accused number 4 is saying, make sure, okay, make sure when you're there doing the cross-examination that you say, I wasn't there, I was with accused number 3, so we were both not there, and we were in the white combi with our other friends, and we even have photos to prove we were nowhere near the crime scene where SENZO MEYIWA was unalive. That photo that is being referred to was at 3:31 at Lesedi. Okay, let's continue listening on.
Yeah.
Yes.
The photo, that is photo number 47 of Exhibit S, it depicts accused number 3 and the gentleman. Just a moment. Let him be on the one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then thereafter, this entourage of these persons who were traveling in a combi, okay, before that, he instructs me that at Lesedi, that is the place depicted at photo number 47 of Exhibit S, they spend a considerable time there, meaning that they spend much of the day there. That is the day of the 26th of October, 2014.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the entourage, which was traveling in the Kumbi, as I've alluded to earlier, they then traveled to GEORGE GOCH hostel in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Yes.
This hostel, that is GEORGE GOCH hostel, is in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Yes.
He instructs me that this hostel is not at or near the scene of the murder where the deceased was killed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Upon their arrival at GEORGE GOCH hostel in Johannesburg, he instructs me that they then met accused number 5, who was from work, and the photo was taken.
Yeah.
Yes.
The photo was taken,
Futhi sikhona isithombe esathathwa
it is photo number 17 of Exhibit S.
noma exhibit S ke ngesingisi.
Yeah.
Yes.
That photo was taken on the 26th of October 2014 at 1700 hours, 28 minutes, 39 seconds.
1700 hours, 28 minutes and 17 seconds.
39 seconds.
Okay, thank you, counsel.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that photo depicts accused number 3 and accused number 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
From there, the Kumbi traveled to drop him where he was staying in the corner of Sinclair and Julie Street in Malvern, Johannesburg.
noma ngaphansi kwendawo yaseGoli.
Yeah.
Yes.
The time when he was dropped at his place of residence, it was just after 1800 hours on the 26th of October, 2014. He instructs me that on the 26th of October, 2014, he did not meet you and accused number 2.
Ooh, I see where Nxumalo's going with this. So he paints the picture of what accused number 3, 4, and 5 did on the 26th of October 2014, giving them an alibi and placing them away from the crime scene, and also placing them away from Basotho Hostel and away from Uzungunizer. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And then the instruction now is, I do know Mzansi Unfiltered, okay? I am his uncle, umalume, but I did not see him on that day. Why is that being put clearly on the record? Because accused number 1, Mzansi Unfiltered, and accused number 2, Ubongani Ndanzi, wrote confessions, including accused number 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, let's continue listening on. I am not even going to hold you long because it's getting interesting.
Yeah, angazi nami ngihlangane naye nge-26 October 2014 angazi ngihlangane noMaphisa.
Yes, I also never met up with Maphisa on the 26th of October during the year 2014.
He further instructs me that he did not act in concert and in the furtherance of a common purpose to kill the deceased in count number 1 of the indictment.
Yeah.
Yes.
He further instructs me that he did not share in the spoils of the murder or the robbery in any way, as he was not at or near the scene on the 26th of October 2014.
Yeah.
Yes.
He further instructs me that he does not know who is the mastermind. He was told or heard before this court that Ms. Kelly Khumalo is the mastermind. He did not in any way had any contacts with the mastermind, Ms. Kelly Khumalo.
Yeah.
Yes.
He further instructs me that even though he knew accused number 5 had never approached him with a plan that he had received from a mastermind for the deceased in this matter to be killed.
Yeah.
Yes.
May the court bear with me, my lord. He further instructs me that, and I must place it on record, that the Section 205 records, which are the Section 205 records of the cell phone number 277276681681, that is the number of accused number 3. He did peruse such records.
Yeah.
Yes.
With regards to photo 47 of Exhibit S, which is the photo which was taken on the 26th of October 2014 at 1500 hours 30 minutes 31 seconds.
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis the Section 205 records of accused number 3 on the 26th of October 2014. At 1500 hours 19 minutes 32 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Accused number 3, he receives a call from the number 2772 3995787, and that call lasted about 65 seconds.
Pardon, my lord, may you please repeat the numbers again? Plus 27?
2772399587.
So, let's just take a pause right there. So this was actually a cross-examination. You know what? I'm going to confess, I had been confused what to call what Ramasipili and Nxumalo did, but this was actually a cross-examination, and it's clear to me now at the end. Yeah, because what Nxumalo did was take Mzansi Unfiltered's confession and then have accused number 4 respond to what is in the record of the confession to say, hey, I might be your uncle, but I was not with you on that day. I don't know Kelly Khumalo. I wasn't paid anything for it, even for this robbery. I don't have any of the spoils. I didn't share in the spoils with anyone. And then Nxumalo goes on to tie it with the photo evidence that puts accused number 3, 4, and 5 away from the crime scene on the day SENZO MEYIWA was unalived. And then, not only that, he then ties it in with the Section 205 records, therefore placing all 3, 4, and 5 away from the crime scene, or at least that's the version Nxumalo is putting at the instruction of his client. That is why Umuzi Sibiya had to respond extremely loud than he was during evidence in chief with Mnisi Wemvula. It took me a while to get here. It took me a while because I wasn't understanding what was the difference with Umuzi's demeanor. But now I get it, because Muzi also needed to stand up for himself and distance himself from his own confession. Because as you know, if there's a confession, you're just pretty much waiting for sentencing, but then he's distancing himself from the confession and saying, I was tortured. This is a tough one. This is going to be a tough one. So now we're going to hear Nxumalo Monday morning and hear how she cross-examines Umuzi Sibiya. Something tells me it's not going to be easy. Something tells me it is not going to be easy. She's going to continue the strategy of Nxumalo distancing accused number 5 from the confession of accused number 1. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Drop it in the comment section down below. At the time that you're watching this video, it's going to be the 20th of October 2025. 6 days, just shy of SENZO MEYIWA's anniversary. So we want to wake up the algorithm and let the algorithm know SENZO MEYIWA trial is back up. Please go ahead and type justice for SENZO MEYIWA in the comment section if you've made it this far in the video. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's a long video, but thank you for your support. Remember to like, to comment, and subscribe. Because don't you like the sound quality? It's thanks to you, because you like, you comment, you subscribe, you help the channel grow, and I love it for us. Bye guys. Thanks so much.